Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rue. How do you do? We're gonna do another autism chatty video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Rue, and I am a 31-year-old late diagnosed autistic person. I was diagnosed in October of 2021. And I often use this channel to process what this means for me, and just like, I don't know, it's like a therapy session or something. But I kind of like process through some feelings, and a lot of you guys can relate, so that's really cool. And I'm so grateful for you guys, because when I started this channel, I didn't anticipate having like an autism series, but I like posted my first autism related video in April, and you guys are just so sweet, and like a lot of you guys really enjoy them and relate to them. So yeah, if you're wondering why I have ASMR videos where I'm talking about autism, that is why. So if that's not your thing, then well, why'd you click on this video? But basically, we just like talk about a topic, and I tap on something just to get some nice background tapping. Today I have some little post-it note things, because why not? Today I wanted to talk about sort of a, perhaps a trivial topic, and I wanted to talk about hair. Because it has weirdly been a very important part of my like journey of like accepting myself, and like sort of my like sensory issues, and it's strangely important to me. So I thought I would talk about it, because I think it's pretty common, at least from people I've talked to, that like hair can be a big sensory thing, particularly for like AFAB people who it's like socially expected to have longer hair, which in my experience can be quite overwhelming. So as you can see, I have quite short hair. It's actually at the point where I want to chop it all off again, because like once it gets past like an inch, it becomes like infuriating. How did I go most of my life with long hair? I have no idea. It was in a ponytail a lot. But yeah, so I shaved my head in 2020, and I didn't do it all at once, because that's scary, honestly. And so I had pretty long hair in 2020, because like, you know what happened in 2020, and like I wasn't gonna get a haircut. So I started to get really annoyed with it, because I was like, not pretty. Like my hair when it's long isn't pretty. It's like thin and fine, and like you can't really do much with it. So it was pretty long for me. And I got this idea in my head, like, what if I shaved my head? I don't know where this idea came from. I think it was probably just like me trying to find some sort of control over my life, but I got this idea in my head, and I'm like, I think I want to do it, like, because it's like, I don't know, you only live once, why not shave your head? Like, I don't know. It started very gradually. I just sort of, I don't know, I think I started just cutting, like with scissors. And I just kept going and going and going, just to see how it made me feel. And I think I think I may have just cut it short at first, and then maybe progressed to like cut off like one side of my head to be short. And it looked awful, I'm sure, but I was like, oh wow, this actually is kind of cool. So like I basically had this part was long and like kind of coming over one side. And I had cut sort of like all around the sides of my head. It was not well done, but it gave me an idea of like, oh my gosh, this is so freeing. And basically, over the next month, I kind of just gradually cut more and more off. And I think it was like the last day of May, or like close to the last day of May. I was like, I'm just gonna shave it. And I was so nervous. So I did it. And it was ugly. Like, no joke. But, because it was really short and you could like see my scalp, and that's like not cute or whatever, but like who cares? So it was definitely like a shock at first. I had to get used to it. But I loved how it felt. It felt so good. And I cannot emphasize like how much mental weight I let go of when I cut all my hair off. Like, that sounds dramatic. Like, it's just hair. But the amount of mental energy you put into long hair and like having it touch you all the time and like having to put it in a ponytail or pigtail or whatever, like, you spend so much time on your hair. And for most of my life, I had longer hair, and I would put it in a ponytail like 99% of the time. Always. So there was like no point in having long hair anyways. I just had it because it was like the social standard, you know? But yeah, I shaved all my hair off. It was not cute at first. Like, I didn't know how to cut my own hair. But it started to grow back a little. And also, the feeling of like wind on your like shaved scalp is so good. It's such a fun feeling. But I let it grow out, and it got kind of like shaggy. So I started to try to like cut it myself. And at first I was using my partner's beard trimmer to cut my hair, which is not great. And it was a learning curve for sure, but I loved the freedom of like being able to control my own hair and not have to go to a hairdresser. Like, that's the other thing. I haven't been to a hairdresser since like 2019, which is incredible. Because for me, that's like a stressful thing. Because it's like, I don't know. You have to go in and make small talk with this person, and you don't know what they're going to do with your hair. Like, even if you tell them to do a certain thing, are they going to get it right? Like, so like now I have full control over what my hair looks like. And that's pretty awesome. Like, and I also am not spending money on my hair anymore. So another added bonus, I can cut it anytime I want to. So yeah, I think over the past few years, I've gotten better at cutting my own hair. And I did get actual hair clippers with like guards and stuff. So I've gotten better at it. It's not perfect for sure. Like, cutting the back of your own hair is not easy. But like, also I think it comes with a sense of like not caring what people think. So I don't really care if my hair looks ugly. Like, as long as it's comfortable. But I actually do like my hair like this. Like, I think it's cute. And I've gotten like so many compliments. Like, I never ever got hair compliments before I shaved my hair off. And now it's like every time I go out in public, someone's like, oh my gosh, I like your hair. Like, it's so sweet. Like, I don't know why. It's not like it's anything special. But yeah, I guess I think it suits me. Like, and it feels much more me. Like, it feels me. Long hair didn't feel like me. This feels like me. I don't know. So it's pretty awesome. Like, and it seems like such a small thing, but it really was a big deal for me, and it is a big deal. Like, I don't know. It was like, sounds stupid, but it's like a life-changing decision I made there. and it has improved my life a lot. So, I always hate when people say like, oh, I wish I could have short hair. I wish I could pull it off, but I can't. It's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You will look amazing. I promise. Because I thought that too, you know? Like, I thought, oh, I look ugly with short hair. But no, everyone can have short hair. You can have short hair. If you want to shave your head, you should. Just do it. Like, I mean, if you want to do it like me and do it in like steps, I get it, because it's like a big change. But like, it's so freeing. It's so good. Especially if you have sensory issues with your hair. Like, genuinely, I'm never gonna grow my hair back out because it just is so uncomfortable. Like, and to bring up a random memory from my childhood, this is something I brought up in my autism assessment as like a memory of like, maybe this was a little off. But I remember as a child, my dad would always have the windows down in the car, and I hated it because my hair would like fly around and touch my face, and I'm like, please, can we just use the air conditioning? But he was like, no, that uses gas or something, I don't know. So anyways, he would have the windows down, and I would literally be like close to tears, like trying to hold all my hair away from my face, and like one little hair would touch my face, and I'd be like, I don't like this. So hair has always been a problem. I also used to get really knotted hair because obviously I didn't take care of it, and I swam a lot, and I think the chlorine and the water kind of knots your hair. I had such a sensitive head, and my mom had to like try to brush it out, you know, and I'd be like, oh, this is horrible, like, so yeah, hair has always been an issue. So I'm really, really happy that I was able to cut it all off in 2020 because it's just like so good, and so it's been such a good like decision for me. Outside of the sensory stuff and the practical reasons, it's like so much easier to take care of, and like use less products and blah blah blah. It just feels much more me. Like, the hair was part of my mask, you know? Like, I was trying to be feminine and like pretty, whatever. But I don't care about those things. Like, and I don't think hair should have a gender whatever anyways. Like, anyone should be able to wear their hair however they want to. So anyways, yeah, like, it's a big deal. So I made a whole video about hair. I also am like hair averse for other hair on my body. Like, I've always been very I don't know the word. I shave a lot. I like shaving because I don't like the feeling of hair. I just don't. So yeah, I stay on top of that pretty well. I would say I shave more than the average person, perhaps. I just don't like hair. I mean, it's bothersome. It's like, ugh, touches you. I don't know. Anyways, hair is important to me. Maybe you can relate as well. I don't know. I will say, if you're on the fence and you really want to shave your head or cut your hair, you should do it. You should do it. I know it's a big change, and like, change is hard, but I do not regret it at all. It's like, I don't know. It was like part of my unmasking, like, and this, I guess, was before my diagnosis. But it really helped me start embracing who I am and how I want to express myself outside of what society has told me I should be doing, should be like expressing. So yeah, and I'm, you know, obviously still trying to figure all that out, but cutting my hair off was so freeing, so good, like, genuinely so good. This video is so silly, but like it really is a big deal to me because like also I don't have a lot of energy to expend a lot of times, and so if you've never had long hair, it takes time to deal with it. Like it takes longer to wash. You have to brush it, like you have to style it, like dry. It takes longer to dry, and it's just eliminating that completely pretty much is it gives me so much, it gives me like an added little bit of energy that I didn't have before, which is huge for me, for like someone who doesn't have a lot of energy to expend. It's like I'll save it wherever I can, and that's a big one. So you guys will have to let me know if you agree, if you have shaved your head after having long hair. Or if you have long hair and you would like to shave your head, I don't know, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Because it seems to be pretty common in autistic people to cut all their hair off and be like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, you know? I don't know. I think we also challenge like gender stereotype, gender roles and stuff a lot more than perhaps the typical person, so we're more likely to do stuff like this, I guess, maybe. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. I enjoyed talking about it, rambling about it. I genuinely love my hair short. It's so good. I might give myself a haircut today because it is getting long for me and I do not like it. So, thanks for hanging out today. As always, I love you guys. You're amazing. You're doing amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video.